calculator here, if you just follow me, what you're going to do is you're just going to press stat. You're going to click on that. You're going to get to this page where it has edits. You're going to just go ahead and press enter or 1. And what we want to do is we want to actually enter in all of these values here. So 13, 28, 93.5, 135, and 173. So these are all your x values. And on the right hand side, you're actually going to enter in all your y values. So 0.399, 9.68, 143, 448, 710. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and click stat again. This time when you go to this page, you're actually going to go to the right. So after you enter in all of your values, you're going to go ahead and click stat again. You're going to get back to the same page, except this time you're going to go to the right hand side and click calculate. And you're going to go ahead, you can either scroll down and you're going to get to this one right here which says expreg, or you could see there's a shortcut. You could just press 0 and you could automatically get to that function. What you're going to do is you can either just press enter about 5 times, or you could just scroll down, just hit the down arrow key until you get to calculate, and you're going to just hit enter, and you can see it does it for you, right? It just calculates it for you. So I want you guys to round to the nearest hundredth, which is the second decimal. So you can see that this one 8 b equal to 3 1x. So problem, they actually give x. So all you're going to do is plug in x, and you're going to find y, right? You're going to plug in x, which is 10. You're going to so go here. You go 1 times 1 to the 10th power, an error of 1.5. Just rounded to the nearest 10, right? So in your calculator, you're really just going to type exactly how you wrote it. And you're going to get pretty easily. Type it in, and it calculates it for you. Okay. Does anyone have any questions on this one? Okay, so this one's pretty straightforward. We're going to do the same thing with the next problem to get our formula. The difference is for this one, we'll get to that point first. So first you're going to go again to edit. You're going to type in your values, so you can do okay, so you can see here I typed in all my values, and then again we're just going to go ahead and click stat. So you're going to click stat again. It's going to bring you to the same page. You're going to go ahead and go to calculate, and we're going to calculate the exponential regression line. Again, you could scroll down, or you could just press 0, and you could just go ahead and scroll down again, or go down and go to calculate, and you can see it calculates your line for you. And you can see here it says 47.70 times 1.35 to the x power. Okay, so here it actually gives us the value. So this is a mistake. This should just be an x, not a 12. That's actually not the answer. So what they're actually giving us here is the results. So they're giving us the y value. So you're going to plug in for the y value right here, and you're going to go ahead and solve for the y value. You're going to solve for the y value. So this is different than the first problem, because in the first problem they're actually giving us the x value, but in this problem they're giving us the y value. Okay? And we have to solve for x. Okay, does anyone know what's our first step here? What's our first step here? Skylar? Right, we're going to divide by 47.7. The reason we're doing this is we're just isolating our x. So we have 1.35 to the x power. I'm actually going to write this exactly how I wrote it, just so I don't round any numbers yet. Okay, does anyone know what's our next step after this? So this should be very familiar at this point. So if you're uncomfortable with this, just as a reminder that this is like solving for your x-intercept, so you should get pretty familiar with this again. You should get pretty familiar with this. Great. Right, you can put, you said log? Okay, so we're going to use log here. That's fine. You could use ln too, or you could just use log, which is fine. And so we're going to use log. Because of the log, we can move the x to the front. So I'm going to rewrite it. You don't have to, but I'm just going to show you why we do that. So again, you could use log or ln. Both are fine. And then what's our last step here? What's our last step? Okay.
Divide both sides by log times both functions.
Right. We're going to isolate x by dividing by log 1.35. And our final step here is really just going to put it in the calculator. So it looks really messy, but again, if you just type in your calculator exactly how you see it, so in my calculator it's going to be log 19283.85 divided by 47.7 parentheses divided by log of 1.35, and we get our answer. We can round this to the nearest 100, which is just 20, and so our answer is 20, and that's it.